Welcome back, everyone. Jay here. Tonight's journey into the unknown brings us back to the Devil's Playground, a place that has a ton of crazy history to it and also a lot of activity that we've captured. Keep your ears and eyes open and let's get into it, my friends. All right, my friends, before we get too much further in this video, I have something to go back over from the last video. A ton of you commented at about the 640 mark. There was something that went by my camera. And at first I kind of wanted to discount it as just being a spider web, but the more I've watched it, and I've also changed the filters on the exposure of it, and I'm not 100% sure that it's a spider web. I'm going to show it to you guys first in real time, then in slow motion, and then with a few different filters on it to let you guys make up your minds what you think it is, and then we'll get back into this video, all right? So some of you will actually remember from the other times we've been here, the water level last time I was here was all the way up to the edge here. So all of this was actually underwater. Now I see a trail going down here. I'm just debating on whether or not it's a good idea to go down here. What the heck was that? I don't know if that was talking or if that was an animal. It's crazy to think this was all underwater the last time I was here. Man, it's so shallow now. You can see the bottom all the way out there in the middle. So this bridge that I'm walking towards right now, there has been a few accidents that have happened on it and people have died, including one where a pickup truck actually flipped off the bridge and landed down here in the river. And you can tell how hard it would be to get down here to rescue anybody. Man, I keep hearing weird noises behind me. What the heck is that? Looks like it's just a tarp or something. I don't see anything with it. what freaks me out about stuff like that is this is a perfect type of place to pitch something over the bridge and nobody would find it for a very long time. This almost looks like it's a spring. It smells horrible over here, like something's dead. I keep smelling like something like dead kind of, but then it goes away as soon as I start to smell it. You realize how deep this had to have been, because that water was all the way up here over that wall and stuff. Like, it was all the way up here. That's 20 foot down. Holy smokes. It just registered with me that the water level was all the way up here the last time I was here. I will have to clip to the last time I was here so you can see that. That's the kind of noises I don't like hearing. That was either a frog jumping in or an alligator ducking under the water. I don't know if people use these areas to go into the river to swim. I wouldn't swim in this water to save my life, honestly. But they look like where alligators come in and out of the water. That's usually what you would look for, an alligator slide, except for you would see claw marks, and I don't see any there. Yeah, it just looks like footsteps, so. No alligators coming out there anytime recently. That was a ton of water. Yeah, because I remember it looked like you could walk out right here into the water. The water would have been right about here, and now it's way down there. That would have been a rude awakening to find out that it was freaking 30 foot deep here. As was falling down. Cool lightning show going on though. For those who don't remember, this park was the scene of a gruesome crime where an older gentleman was carjacked and then they brought him here, killed him and dumped his body here, and then they took his truck. There was also a young lady by the name of Madison. The very first time we came here, we actually got her name. she died right around the corner from here when she fell off of a four-wheeler. And then, like I said earlier, there was the truck accident that happened on that bridge where the truck actually flipped off of the bridge and everybody inside died. On top of that, you also have this river here where hundreds, if not thousands, of people have died or been killed and thrown into this river over a couple hundred years or so that we know of, let alone what we don't know of. But I think walking through those woods, I got spider webs on me. But we got a thunderstorm rolling in. I can actually hear thunder. I don't know if it'll show up or not. So I'm going to go ahead and run a necrophonic session real quick and see what kind of responses we get. Keep an eye on that and see if we get any flashes while we run this. Do you have more energy when there's storms in the air? Oh yeah? That's very interesting. Do any of you need help? Out? If any of you need help, just say yes. Do you need help moving on? Are you lost? That's it? Are you in purgatory? Wait. How long have you been stuck here? Many years? Do you need someone to know what happened to you so you can move on? You do not? Do you like staying here? Is there something keeping you here? Yeah? Was that it over there? I just heard footsteps over there, like... When I came here and saw that clear figure walk in front of me, is that who's keeping you here? Yes? Go. It is so hot around me right now. Stand up. Bye. There's stuff moving all around me right now. Does this spirit box go out like a light to spirits? Yeah? Do spirits come towards me when they see that I can talk to you? Do you remember dying? Yeah. Who just walked up to me right here? Please tell me your name. Pete? Is that what you said, Pete? It just felt like I literally felt that sensation like somebody had walked right up to me like this. Are you trying to push me out? Is it time to go? Can I walk around for a little bit longer? Do you mind if I come back and talk to you again? Well, thank you for talking to me. I hope you rest in peace. I hope you can find the light. And your stay in purgatory is not too long. I think those owls are talking about you. A lot of you, last time I used this app, the Ghost Tube Seer app, seemed like you really liked it and wanted me to use it again. So I think I'm going to use it in future investigations for a while here, just to see what we get. For those of you who aren't familiar with it, it's very similar to an ovulus in the fact that it takes... Oh. That's weird. It almost looks like an x-ray of like a chest.
Someone's coming.
Someone's coming. Is it a skeleton? So yeah, as you see there, very much like this ovulus does, it uses shifts in the EMF. Let that truck go by. So much like this ovulus does, it uses changes in the electromagnetic field to produce pictures instead of words. Now, I'm not saying these are all 100% dead accurate and that's the gospel or anything like that. I know a lot of you like to say that they're just fake and games, but there's been a lot of times where they've been pretty on point with what's going on. So I enjoy using them. I'm still jury's out on if I... Damn, it sounded like somebody just walked up right here. Jury's still out on whether or not I completely 100% am behind them, though.
Desperate.
Desperate? Somebody desperate for something? I'm gonna flip this around though. What in the world? Is that like underwater looking up at a boat?
Children.
Children? Did children die in the water? If I'm not mistaken, there were 2 children with a man in the truck that crashed and flipped over and landed in the water. I'm not really 100% sure what that was. It kind of looked like a boat, like you were looking up at a boat, but... Now if you see stuff moving behind me, it is like a little bit breezy right now, so... Are the children still stuck here? I hope that's just wind and not the rain coming. Otherwise, I'm going to be mad at the weatherman again, who said the rain was going to dissipate before it got anywhere near us. You can't ever trust a weatherman. Okay.
William.
William? Is that Miss William? Is that your wife?
And
Where'd that cup come from? Anne? That's your wife, Anne? I have no idea where that cup came from. Unless it blew out of one of the garbage cans. That was freaky. Was that your wife, Anne Williams? She was a very pretty lady. Are you still looking for her? Wow, this wind's crazy. Is that your wedding ring? What is that? Actually kind of looks like a cave painting in a way. Wow. That is very interesting.
Zachary.
Zachary? Hi, Zachary. Zachary, are you one of the children? Holy smokes. That's literally the wind making all this noise. I don't mean you any disrespect, but I don't think it's safe for me to be here. Maybe that's why you were trying to tell me to leave. Oh, there's some eyes over there. Is there a raccoon over there? That kind of looks like the Presbyterian church. The old Trilby Presbyterian Church looked almost exactly like that. Let me, I'll have to do it when I'm editing. Look at a little raccoon. I knew I saw eyes over there. He's probably like, what in the world is a human doing here? I'm leaving before the tornado comes, even though it feels like we already got hit by one. Like, holy smokes, that wind. So when I got home from this explore, the name William and Anne, along with that picture, was still on my mind. And I had to do some Google searching, and what I found could actually be a coincidence, I will admit that, or it could be something very, very profound. Now, what I found in looking up the history of those two names and the town I was in might actually surprise all of you. So we see when I put in the name William and Anne for this town, the first thing that pops up are the obituaries, obviously, for this town. And I look through, and the first name I see is Martha Ann Daniels McLeod. And she was married to William McLeod. William McLeod died in 1897, which is the same year that that church went up, the Methodist Church. I thought it was a Presbyterian church, but it's actually a Methodist church. He died at the age of 40 in 1897. Now, Martha Ann Daniel McLeod died in 1900 at the age of 36. The picture that we got at this time of getting the two names looks like a woman in her 30s to me. So I will leave that up to you guys to decide. But the huge significance of those two names is the fact that Martha Ann Daniel and William McLeod were technically the two first families that homesteaded the Trilby area, and then it became Trilby. But before that, it was known as the McLeod settlement, and the Daniels family was there. They actually were the first burials in the cemetery. If you remember me getting chased out by the cops that one night at the Trilby cemetery, they're actually all buried up at that cemetery. But the Daniel family is actually the ones that have the first burial there, and then the McLeod family as well. But she married into William McLeod's family. So they technically were the founding families of Trilby before it was Trilby. Thought that was very interesting to get those two names together with that picture, because obviously if you were owning a lot of land back then and he was into politics and stuff like that as well, I would think you would be in the higher class of people. And in that picture, it looked definitely like a woman in a very nice dress with a shawl on, a pearl necklace and the pearl earrings. Very high class looking woman. So I will always leave it up to you guys to decide what you think, but I had to share that because it was just too much of an interesting coincidence. Alright, my friends, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it has started raining, so the weatherman, of course, was wrong. I should have known better than to trust him. I'm going to make my way out of here. It was a very interesting night. I hope that it comes across on the video the way that it felt here tonight. But we'll see if the wind didn't drown out a bunch of stuff and whatnot. But it was very interesting to actually see this all dried out and how much water had to have been in here to have this all flooded out like it was. But as always, I look forward to seeing what you all capture. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next Explore, my friends. Much love.